Turned it off and it did not die. It did not shut off.
Oh, just hit enter.
Okay, so
Are you in focus?
I need to add a disk drive,
Yeah, just hit
SCSI, virtual, this needs to be 2. Finish. NAT, add a network adapter. This needs to be on internal network.
Nice. You said we're doing 22 this time? No.
No, I'm going to do 21. Remember, this one only needs to be 6. We allocated a gig for this one, and then we're just going to use the space. So we can change that so that it's a full gigabyte. I don't. Okay, so let's try it here.
Do we want to install an open SSH server?
Yes.
Do you want to install the operating system later?
Do we want to import an SSH identity?
No.
That's what that special would happen.
Yeah, I know, right?
I do not want to do the.
Yes. No. No. Yes. Only on.
Do we want any featured server snaps?
No. Don't need any snaps.
Installing kernel. I am good. What I did is I did everything the same except for I disabled the host only network interface.
Did you do the update here?
Yes, I did the update there.
You did the update. Okay. Because when I did it the last time and got it to work, I didn't do the update. And I was wondering if maybe that was causing it.
I did the update and I disabled the host only network. I disabled that network adapter. We can re-enable that later within the install.
Okay. So we want Ubuntu server. So let's just,
Yeah, just go to edit IPv4.
I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it like that.
No, it's still trying to search for something. I just disabled it so it's not looking for anything. So IPv4 method disabled.
Watch as it just blows up.
Okay.
It still has an NAT connection.
All right, let's try it. Okay, we don't need a proxy. We can leave that. Custom installation.
At least this isn't as bad as it will be for Gen 2.
If Gen 2 so good, why not make a Gen 3? That was pretty funny, dude. All the ones he's come up with, they won't look better. Oh. I just said that one. It's enough for you to be right.
Making these partitions again. One day, two.
There's some error messages that go off.
Install.
Yes, install the Open SSH server. When you get that prompt, You do not need the next question on there about importing a key or something like that. You don't need that. Yeah, you don't need that. Just leave that. Just tab down to done. No snaps. Yep, just tab down to done on that one. So apparently configuring that second network card, that network card may have been causing the problem. Mine works. I don't know what you're having problems with, but
Right now, I'm just hanging on installing the kernel, but that's the
I'm waiting on installing it.
okay. What?
Did you do anything with?
Yes, you want to install the server and just go down to done. Leave the rest of them as defaults. You don't need any of those. Just go to done. And it shouldn't start installing. There you go. Okay. Amidst this confusion, I'm going to take roll.
So that means it wasn't late. Build not build device. Failing out. It's almost kind of 1100. Separate partition, but it's not now. You probably didn't know.
Okay, Eric is Eric here? I don't see Eric. Gavin is here. Bacon is here. Gary is here. Karen is here. Mabel is here. Noe. Noe, I don't see Noe. Ethan is here. Aaron is here. Jesse. Don't have Jesse this morning. Jordan Mays is not here. Nathaniel is here. Law is here. Michael is here. Jordan Quinn. Jordan is not here. Brooke is here. Six is here. Blake is here. Aislinn is in bed this morning. Chance is here. Alberto is here and Brent is here. There was Jordan. Yeah.
That's fair.
What's that?
For this one, do we just disable it?
Yeah. Hit enter. And then go to down to IPv4 and say disabled, sit done.
So that should fix it.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah. Go down to custom. You're going to have to go through all that custom stuff again for the disk layout. Did you do a 21 gigabyte disk? Oh, okay.
Hey, Marshall, take a look at your 8 years worked. I'm just kidding. It's not work. It's not work.
Whatever you thought fixed it.
Yeah, there
Mine's
was.
still stuck- Ours,
If it makes you feel better.
every one of
Still
us is
install it.
still stuck on installing kernel.
You pointed at the gateway in the
Mine's taking so long. I
in the
really hope
diagram,
mine doesn't.
because doesn't it not exist yet? Do you think I can?
So it does not exist. That's true. But it doesn't check to see if that it exists. So it shouldn't.
Shouldn't you point it to like .1 right now?
So on the host only network, you can point it to .1, which would be the IP address of your host laptop. Okay. We don't have an IP address. The host laptop isn't connected to that network. Okay. So just to make sure we don't have any conflicts with our network, our diagram here. So remember the .1 and the .2 address on a network are usually taken by your host system. So just so we don't have any conflict, we're using .11 because we want this to be completely isolated. So we're not dealing with the host at all. So that's why I chose 11 here. But just the fact that this doesn't exist shouldn't matter at this point to this system. Okay. The NAT network should have its own default gateway that gets out to the rest of the internet. But for this network, yeah, it has.
You have it set up on NAT currently, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes, install the SSH server, and you don't need to import any keys or whatever that next question is.
So if Rocky hangs up, what are you supposed to do?
Like closet root, it changes.
Oh, did it? It did, okay.
Okay, so let's go back to this and see if we can figure out what the heck.
Yeah, it was still like inside of the school. Yeah. Wasn't it cold yesterday? Yeah.
Not really, it was like 50 degrees.
That seems cold.
That's not cold.
That's cold.
It's cold out there now.
It's cold.
It is not cold. It was not cold yet.
It's definitely cold out there now.
It is chilly.
Girls or guys?
Two guys.
I seriously doubt that
Yes.
it's.
It doesn't know it's dead yet, but it's dead.
This guy was like, you guys better change. And they're like, what? I missed all the good stuff. Also, the person that did try without a second. Every fight at the Bears, I would show up 5 minutes late.
No, have
Like people picking stuff up off the ground. And I'm calling out. Big sprawl. What? What? No one texting me.
well, not snapshots are probably stored in the same file as the VM itself.
They're stored in the same directory, but they're actually separate files. You can go look at them.
So if I deleted a machine, I might still have a snapshot.
If you delete the machine, if you delete it through the menu option here, if you delete it here and delete the machine, it's going to delete the snapshots. Yeah.
I think I had a working snapshot. Oops. Hey, I made a pass kernel.
I got past kernel installed too.
Snapshots are stored in
Whoa. I got a login. Even though my install failed? What's that? I just, yeah, on that screen, I just said restart the installer. And it gave me a prompt.
Mine's still installed.
And then it broke immediately after that.
Colonel Sanders. I like how it says in budget comes with absolutely no warranty.
Yeah.
To the extent permitted but applicable.
Pretty sure you don't have to buy it. So mine did not do that.
Yeah. They make great magic cards this time to play when take a shower.
Oh, no.
Shared a juice box.
Oh, that's.
Wait, do you have a juice box? I wish. Did you put like peach flavoring, peach flavor, peach, because that'll do it.
Yeah. And there's some peach like powdered flavor, I'll mix it up. So you have, is this a machine that you did not configure your NAT or your desk?
I configured DHCP. I just took the default settings. I let DHCP configure my NAT network, and I did not do anything on the ENS34.
So you got it.
Yeah, mine is just downloading and installing security updates right now.
On your install process.
Problem completing installation. Restart installer?
Yes.
Well, that's what I did, and I got my prompt. But I'm not sure this is working properly because,
I didn't get a prompt, it sent me back in.
Oh, no.
yeah, I did too. But at some point it's going to reboot.
The salt. You just didn't restart the installer?
Yes.
No.
Do I search for third-party drivers at this point?
Nice. English, let's go.
Do I need to search for third-party drivers?
No.
Do I need to redo the custom stuff? Do I need to redo the custom storage input?
No, wait.
Yes. What the hell?
Yes, you need to redo the custom storage input stuff.
It's saying existing, already formatted as ext4,
Yeah.
not mounted.
So just mount them.
Edge.
Probably mount them.
Probably. Maybe. Leave unmounted? No, don't do that. What?
Not letting me go to, it's not letting me set it as root.
A little bit quieter, but meltdown would be very good for me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Was a little quieter. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Boot is no longer an option. That's kind of yes.
Yeah, no.
Huh. Okay, well, it got my soft space right. My boot and root are no longer options for me to mount to.
Same here.
Should just. You're not very good at handling stress, are you? You should just
No,
take
I'm not, especially when it's.
everyone 100% for this class.
Just 100%. Right, you definitely experience more adversity in life. Adversity? Yeah, figuring out things that would challenge you and maybe don't even work.
If the partition is made, can I mount the inside? Because I don't have a boot or a root. Cool. I don't know enough about Linux to know whether it works, but he said it was a voice of authority, so it's gotta be true. It's usually a bad idea. I'm fine with that. I don't.
Mounting an existing file system at boot is usually a bad idea. Proceed with caution.
Alternatively, no. And it's just for, yeah.
Other. You need that idea. Proceed with caution. What's up? Swap.
Yeah.
Is he gonna install?
Oh, that's cool.
Is the 1G home or is the 1G father?
Both?
Oh.
Mostly on the same side.
This is usually a bad idea. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
My little rock thing is spinning. A little blue bar is not blue. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's cool. That's good stuff.
Probably.
It's a good thing I've got like 6 hours until my next class. Should maybe be done by then.
Probably you gotta pay the extra $199 for the blue water.
Oh, did do that.
Yeah, just
I think I skipped that part of the setup.
let me give me your credit card and I'll get that going for you.
Slide that in. there a debit card connector in here? Another adapter by?
You're going to watch it just kill itself again. Absolutely. It's going to. I'm pretty sure. Choose a password. Just choose a Nope. Oh, I'm so excited for all of this.
And that was on yesterday. Yesterday.
Oh, that's good. So any clue how we wrote it?
I'm testing my theory right now.
Watch the theory comes back negative. Get the gas stove too. Maybe the computer's just gonna STM. Yours got through kernel real quick.
Mine did as well.
Mine did not. It's not very promising.
Just the gas. It wasn't heating anything. It's poison here. Oh, that's real. One of you guys probably like cranked it to 90 down. Why won't it work? Heater off. Why would you turn the heater off in the middle of the night? That's what I want to know. That's not it's winter time. Why would you turn the heater off right before bed?
I ask that same question every night. Pippa turns the heater off. She claims it makes a ticking noise that wakes her up in the middle of the night. One day, last winter, I woke up and went downstairs to get ready to come to school. And I get up like an hour before she does. Anyway, I'm downstairs. And I'm like, damn, it's cold. And I go look at the thermostat. It was saying it was 46 degrees inside.
Yeah.
Inside, watch your step.
That's
Yeah, I
for
know.
birds right there. That is
It's
for the birds.
Okay.
Does that mean I should reboot now?
No, it was
Yeah.
cold. I've been seeing some chili today.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
You start the installer. Don't sell it till it is chilly weather. Say whatever you want.
I bought one pants and they're
It's not cold yet.
You're wrong.
Okay. It's not as cold as it's going to get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. How about if we state it that way?
That's just your opinion.
You're right. I'll wait till Thursday. They'll see you guys.
my fucking I bought new pants and the Wranglers.
Oh,
they're just
you're gonna delete
squished
my
tight.
machine that's already not working?
Yeah, I bought the same size Wrangler that I bought.
I'm so scared.
That were my last pair, right?
Yeah.
They fit perfectly. I've had my last pair for over a decade, so they're a little bit more worn out.
Slightly.
The reason I had to buy new pairs after 10 years, the pants blew out. Right? Only took a decade. For all Wranglers to wear out. Go!
If you hit Alt F4.
You've completed like 18 installs in the time that I've got.
Yeah. What failed?
Have you tried getting?
Maybe.
I don't have the internet to do that yet. I have to finish installing routers.
Or did I just get booted off the school network again? That's just why are they just constantly booting me off? Because they don't like you. By the way, that's an awesome. It's like a duck. That's a great hoodie.
Okay.
Just hoodie, they don't. Fucking cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. Back to one front.
I mean, they both say the same thing.
Let's see if I can't read that.
Oh, it says.
If it does say the same thing, it says get high.
Yeah.
I can read the big print on the back, but I can't
I can't read the big print on the back.
Wait,
Two. Yep. I got
You can tomorrow.
I've got this thing called a spine. Crazy.
No, you can't.
But I need flexibility, so I can't read my print.
Well, maybe you got these things called spination.
It is not a good back day today.
Imagine being a broke dude.
Okay,
Wow.
it looks like my install worked, but I did it off the old,
Off the old image.
off the old installer. I did not update my installer.
Well, if you just
So-
turn it off and turn it back on again, it would, that new installer is only saved in memory. It's not saved on disk. So if you shut down the system fully, if you shut down the virtual machine and turn it back on again, it will be working on the old installer.
Yes.
No, because once I install it, it burns everything, it writes everything to disk, including the new updater. Okay,
But that is.
so I'm going to rebuild my system. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go through the installation process, and I think this one's going to work. Okay, I'm going to start over again. You got to pause it. You got to make sure it's paused. Here, I've got one running, so I'm going to pause it. Okay, then go up here to the tab, right click, manage, delete from disk. Okay, that blows away everything. Okay, completely removes it. Delete from disk. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start over and we're going to hope. Okay, I tried the generic install on the old installer and it worked. So I'm going to, okay.
Let's do it.
Let's try it. Okay. So we've got our installer, Ubuntu 22.04, blah, blah, blah. Click on next. Give it a name. Next. I'm going to try it with a custom disk setup. So I'm going to go in, once I get that set up, I'm going to go in and I'm going to customize my hardware configuration, adding a second disk. SCSI. Okay, 2 GB disk. Default name. Okay. We can add the network adapter afterwards. So just in case that's causing a problem, we can add that later. We know how to do that. So let's go with our 2 disk setup. Okay. Power on. And let's go install the server. Okay, everybody's got their fingers crossed, their legs crossed, toes crossed, eyes crossed. Okay.
I'm just updating my.
I have to plug in my laptop just for the order now.
Yeah, have you checked are you plugged in? Because are you on, do you have like the performance? You know how you can set, if you're on battery, you can reduce the performance?
My battery's full.
Well, whether it's full or not, if you're running on battery, some of the power options allow you to. Okay, I'm going to select English. Okay, here is where I think we want to not do this. Here it's asking me, do we want to update to the new version of the installer, 2210? I'm going to stay on the old one. I'm going to continue without updating. Okay. English keyboard, Ubuntu server. Let the network get configured. Proxy address, we don't need that. Okay, so I am going to customize the disk setup. Customize storage layout.
I ran the,
Okay, so I'm going to click on done here. Yeah.
I did sudo app update and sudo app upgrade. Upgrade failed at the end, write error, no space left on device.
You're ahead of us by like 1,000 steps.
What space was it writing to?
Doesn't say.
Oh, you know what? That might cause a problem.
Because might as well tell you now because you're configuring partitions.
So the problem is the updates go into var. Yeah, 1 gigabyte, maybe that's not enough.
Well, now you know.
Good thing I'm still on.
So we need to make.
You're so far behind to avoid the collision.
Right? Right?
Okay, it's just disk space, right?
It's just disk space. That's what it's saying. It says no space left on device.
By the time we finally get past it.
Okay,
Yeah, it does say anything wrong.
Delete and start over again.
no, we don't need to delete it. Let's just power off our system.
Well, it looks like I'm nuking this one, even though it actually works. Now.
Okay, let's power that off. Go back into settings. This disk drive here.
Make it 21.
Maybe go.
I've never tried this. Let's try this.
1 terabyte.
Let's click on expand. Let's change that to 5 gigabytes.
Drive working is for a virtual machine, besides the entire SSD on my laptop.
Wow, that's way easy.
Yeah.
Honestly, pretty.
So go into settings, click on disk over here, click on expand. Change that. Let's change that to 5. Okay. We'll have home at 1 gigabyte and var. We'll leave. Yes, you have to power it off. Okay.
Updating that on the
So
those
he
of us
finally
that-
catches up.
so for those of us that'll eventually get there.
So how big we want bar?
Eventually get there. Oh shit, the blue so much.
If you think you can help me, I already have it installed, but I want to repartition SDV.
Okay. So let's use this partition.
Yeah, the blue one I had that.
A little bit cold there, bud? Are you distracted?
Good side.
Okay. Putting his shirt on frontwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So I set my hard disk 21 gigabytes and 5 gigabytes for my hard disk 2. Okay. I changed the assignment as well to 1 gigabyte, 4 gigabytes for var. All right. So I'm going to power on my virtual system. Damn it. I want to get this installed done today.
Try testing memory first, just to make sure.
Don't have time. We're powering through this. Come on, we can get it done. How many times have we reinstalled now?
I'm on like at least once.
Okay,
You're not wrong.
that's IS though, right? Come on, that's what we do in IS. Build virtual systems, blow them away and reinstall them.
That's why we get paid the big bucks, because we're paid
You see,
hourly.
Work's class will have the swear jar. This class will have a little counter, like the counter saying days without reinstalls.
I like that. Okay, this is English. I am not gonna update. I'm not updating still.
Wait, go back on update.
No, I'm not gonna update. Okay, I've got my network connection, proxy server, mirror, we don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to custom storage layout. That's the first thing I'm gonna change here on the install. Okay. Okay, on my SDA, I'm going to create one partition that is 1 GB ext4, and that is going to be my boot partition. I'm going to create a 4 GB swap space.
What's this slash SRV again? I forgot. What's this slash SRV again?
I don't know. It's a partition you can create. And then create my root partition as big as the remainder of the disk. Okay. So that's SDA. On SDB, I'm going to create a 1 GB home partition. Okay, and a 5 GB var, 4 GB var, sorry. Okay, so here's my layout of my disks. Okay, on SDA, my primary disk, I've got ext4 for boot, swap at 4 GB, and my root at 16 GB. SDB, I have home at 1 GB and var at 4 GB. What's going on out there?
Somebody is confused the school with the Shining.
Somebody thinks this is a
No fun to be had here. No fun allowed.
yeah, you guys have been having fun today.
Ain't no better.
Not for the 40 grand I paid to go here.
Okay, are we good on the partitions?
Good.
Should we try this?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's click on done.
Almost there.
We're gonna blow away our disk, so we've got to specifically say, yes, we want to continue.
Set the password on your friend's machine so they don't know it.
We want to install SSH. We're going to be using that extensively, and we want to click on done. We don't need any snaps. All right.
I need you not to speak.
It'll work if I say it. What?
Okay. The 5 minutes of truth. Okay, while we're looking at this one, this is the file server, right? Let's go back to the web server. So let's change the web server too, so that let's change this. The web server will make this 1 GB, and let's make this 4 GB for var as well, just so we don't run out of space on that.
So we're just gonna want to have 2 GB memory for the web server as well.
For the web server, what? 2 times. Let me change that. I know some of you, let's just do one. It's on the web server, because this is running Ubuntu, it's going to probably set it at default for 4 gig. So let's just change this 1 times real memory for swap on both of those. Okay. Do, 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 do. These are 8 a.m. classes. We need a coffee pot in the classroom.
So my morning class in high school had 7 people in it, because it was like tutor class in Kentucky, so very sparse. We put together a coffee pot, but every morning we would come in, put on the coffee. And all of this was illegal, but well, not, it was illegal to the school.
Right.
Professor didn't say nothing, nobody said anything, it never left the room. It was the best kept secret of my entire high school.
The coffee pot in the morning class.
There was a blood moon this morning, but you know, clouds.
It was a lunar eclipse, yeah. The last one for like 5 years or something, 3 years, 5 years, something. Yeah. What else is important about today?
Election day.
Election day. Yeah.
I already voted.
Yeah. Election day.
Technically, my license is illegal. It's got the wrong address on it.
Oh,
Hey, I go to Trolley Square. It's four south.
do you live, are you over in the Triad?
The Triad.
The trio.
The trio?
I am not a gang member.
Sorry. The trio? Trolley Square is just, you know where Trader Joe's is?
Yes.
If you go from your place to Trader Joe's and then another half a block, you'd be at Trolley Square. There's a Whole Foods over there. Do you know where Whole Foods is? No?
I happen to,
Foods?
Yes,
I happen to be a broke college student. I have 10 out of
I know.
Never get.
It's nothing worse than a half of a cabbage.
Right?
Are you really gonna use a whole cabbage?
Whole cabbage? Heck yeah.
But I've always ate cabbage soup.
Kimchi is bold.
Kimchi. It is, and from Kentucky, we have no culture besides how to cook chicken.
You don't even know what kimchi is, okay.
Kimchi? Kimchi is like pickled cabbage,
That sounds awful, actually.
Spicy pickled cabbage.
spicy
That
pickled
sounds
cabbage.
better.
It's,
I like spicy things.
so it's only pickled. If you want your kimchi sour.
It's like sauerkraut. It's like spicy sauerkraut.
I prefer my kimchi really fresh. I don't like the sour, so I'll make it. They'll make a jar of it, set that bitch out in the back porch for weeks, and then just like, oh no, okay, it's gross. But you can make it with cabbage. I like it with cucumber.
I think at that point, it's just pickled. No, well,
It's
Kimchi's
sliced
not
up,
a big point.
it's sliced into small pieces, and mine's not bad. And also, it's really spicy.
I like spicy.
Less pickle flavor, more.
You can say, wow, that's.
Do you like sauerkraut?
Yeah.
You like sauerkraut?
Most of my family's German.
Oh, okay.
Wow, so you're racist.
Whoa, excuse me. Whoa.
It's okay, so
I am also partner.
German.
I don't know, you guys like racing so much.
Only as a joke.
Only as
It's fun that way.
Yeah, definitely a joke. Look at him.
I'm Korean German.
He can't be racist. He's multi-national. Continue.
Is everybody's install still working?
I'm still stuck on Solo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still running. We're
Still running, but you haven't got an error yet. Okay.
It's still saying installing Kirk. Oh dear God.
Man. This is my work, this is my least favorite quarter so far.
Holy what?
We're least favorite quarter so far.
Not because of the classes, or anything, just because of the time frame that it falls. Because right now, we should be back home in a deer blind.
Oh,
Instead,
you could be here in the deer blind.
Utah's deer.
Oh, yeah. I was driving around in Moab and there was this herd of deer, literally like 11 deer were just walking down the street. Across the street into this people's yard.
That reminds me of.
Well, that's because they're safe there. Like can't fire within 500 feet of the street.
Oh,
That reminds me of the
Okay.
time where like my stupidity peaked, where I was like just walking around my neighborhood one day and I was looking at this person, I was like, that's a really realistic looking deer decoration on their lawn. And then it moved, it's like, oh, it's because it is a deer.
Went hiking with a really uncut trail. Snake.
hey,
And I was like, wow, that's an awesome prank. I would definitely do that. Yeah, I would just drop the little fake snakes because that's what it looked
I was
like.
gonna say, I've moved past that too, like.
And then-
I moved past the colonel.
That was unmounting CD or.
Just a.
But no, I thought it was a lawn ornament.
Okay, we've got 10 minutes to get this done. Installing grub. Oh, yes, look. Oh, yes.
Little thing you gotta. No.
Yes, it's the little things.
Same.
You know,
I got fast kernel.
do we really need a kernel?
What does the kernel do for us?
That's literally the.
What are the main functions of the kernel?
When you heat it up, it makes popcorn.
Okay, popcorn. What are the other main functions of the kernel?
It handles the basic input. No, not basic input output. It's basically the firmware of the CPU.
What does the kernel do? What are the main functions of the kernel?
It handles hardware processes. It allows it's the bridge between software and hardware.
Here come taking practice.
Just did. Yeah.
Since you just wanted to stand on the.
Got one in my lower back there.
No, that's.
What's that?
I was saying it handles like the file locations, the file structure.
Okay, so the file system, yeah, so. Okay, the two main functions of the kernel. How many processes do you have running on your system?
A lot.
A lot, okay? On a system with only one processor, we can have multiple processes running. It appears as if they're running simultaneously, but they're not really. Context switching, okay? Process management. What process gets access to the resources of the CPU and how long do they have access to those resources? Okay. That is one of the primary functions of the kernel is that process context switching and determining who gets access to the kernel. The other, what's that?
Carry on. You were about to explain.
The other main function of the kernel is memory management. How much memory can you address on your computer? A little under a terabyte. What? Okay, if we look on, we have a running system here on our Rocky system. If I do,
And updates. Never that. Even suffer with the rest of us. Exactly.
guess I have to spell it right.
Spelling does.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Could you imagine finding this egg sack?
Oh, no.
Okay, where is it? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong spot.
No, no.
Okay, right here. Okay, my CPU, I get an address sizes for my CPU at 45 bits physical. Okay, so what does that mean? If I'm going to have real memory in my system, I need to be able to address every bit or every byte of that memory. Okay, so I need to be able to address it. This right here is the width of the frontside bus that allows me to access memory. Okay, so if I have 2 to the 45th, okay, if I have 45 bits, 2 to the 45th is going to define how many bytes of memory I can address. So how big is that? 2 to the 45th. Okay, really big, right? Okay, is it more than a gigabyte? Okay, is it more than, how much memory do you have in your systems?
32 gig?
32 gig? Is this more than 32 gig? Massively more. Okay, every process that you run on your system thinks it has this much memory. That's the address space. Yes, every process that runs on your system thinks it has this much memory. It's been lied to. You don't have that much real memory, okay? But every process that runs thinks it has that much memory. Okay, so if I've got process A that thinks it has this much memory and process B that thinks it has this much memory, and neither process actually has anywhere near that much memory, how do I have two processes that both think they have more individually than I have total on my system? Lies. Yeah. So we do this complex mapping from virtual memory into real memory so that the processes can run. That's the other main component of the kernel. That's the other main thing that the kernel does, is it takes care of that memory management. So each process thinks it has full access to the memory space, but it's all shared. And in actuality, there's far less than the process actually thinks it has. Why?
Do you like to the applications?
I don't know, because we can. Yeah. I don't know. The why questions are good questions, but not ones that I can answer. Okay. Look at this. Ta-da! All right. So it looks like you've got yours up. We are almost out of time. So let's see if we can reboot. I'm going to reboot and see if I can get this up and running. Are you getting error messages or just still running? Okay.
Yeah, I was able to reboot, and it's now it's saying there's no operating system.
That may be because your disk drives are listed in the wrong order. Go into your settings. If you look at your settings, if this disk drive where you put your var and your home is listed before this one for your operating system, okay, then this one is probably going to be found and looked at as the boot device.
Oh, that's in that order.
Yeah.
When I ran sudo apt upgrade, it said that one package was kicked back. Do I need that?
I don't know, what package is it?
Ubuntu Advanced.
No, you can probably do without that. Um,
I got through the entire thing and it was like, hey, I'm done. You can reboot now. And I did that and it said there was no operating system.
I don't know. What order did you configure this in, in the disk partitioning? Did you do the larger disk first?
I actually shut it down when
So we were not updating, cancel update, continue without updating. So I think that might have been causing us the problem. Have you getting used to work or you're still?
It's still thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I was saying, I shut it down in the middle of the conditioning, and then I formatted the second.
Okay. Oh, yeah. If you did the second one first, that's probably where your boot partition got put. Okay. Who had a successful reboot?
Successful reboot and update.
Okay. Who does not have? Who's still progressing on this? Still progressing? Okay. All right. Well, having got one, I think the update to the updater was causing some problems. So let's not do the update to the updater. Okay. We still have the web server we need to install. Okay. And we have, what else do we have to install? Our Linux Mint system. Okay, our Linux Mint server. So once we get this system and our web server, we should be good on our network. Okay, we've got a couple more days on that. Okay, we've got tomorrow and the next day, so we'll work on those. Okay, so we have to go back and do that, but we've got some cleanup that we need to do, but try and get at least these things completed today since we've already got the install going. All right, we're out of time. People are looking to come in here, so let's pack up and get out of here.
So for the mid, that's just supposed to simulate the clock, right?
Yes, yep, we just need to, yes, yep. If you've got a Kali Linux system, that works fine. That's fine, hit enter,
Okay.
yep,
Oh, I guess it should be in there.
yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, just,
I sat up like 5 minutes.
What? Yeah.
okay, MJ, yeah, MJ, if you want, send me, let's get on Teams and I'll see if I can help you on there. I've got my office hours if you want to get some help right now. All right, I've got to log off and get out of here. Bye.